Hey everyone, hi. What we're discussing right now in chat is something that I did want to touch on. First and foremost, hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Why is my screen not sharing? I have no idea. That's okay, I'll go ahead and fix that. There we go, that should work. Yeah. Perfect, okay. What I wanted to say about this specifically is, unfortunately, since this is a fairly new format, sadly, we don't really have, we have to work in alternatives, if that makes sense. Hold on, let me see if I can actually make this somewhat neatly. There we go. That's probably fine. We unfortunately can't really work that well with any application, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna move it slightly. Because the thing is, you don't have a PLS on Koga Sag. I mean, Rasper's not here yet, so you could try copying it over. There's still time. We still kind of have to wait for Rasper. But I'll go ahead and ping them, just so that they're aware. Feel free to join the Discord call if you want to. In advance. You don't have to deck build on untap. You can deck build on Koga and just import it in. That's fine. It's whatever. But yeah, what I wanted to touch on for that specifically is that yes, there are applications that we can use that have ups and that have downs. Like for example, PvP Tabletop is amazing, but it's kind of limited to 1v1, unfortunately. And then there's Untap, of course. Untap is honestly, Untap would be probably the optimal application to use if it's server, if it actually had a decent server processing, I would say. I think that's the main takeaway on Untap, is just that the server stability is just sometimes so whack. It takes forever, that's okay. We have time, don't worry. But yeah. Are there any other applications that we could use? I mean, webcam is what I technically prefer. Untap is slow and lags. Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, that is the case. But we have all the time in the world for tonight, so no worries. It is unfortunately a little bit slow, but it is what it is. If we can think in advance about our plays that we want to do for the turn, if Tabletop lets our games finish in a reasonable time. Yeah, to be fair, PvP Tabletop is also 1v1 games. If you have a 3-player game, that's already 50% longer, almost guaranteed. And if you have a 4-player game, it's almost double the time guaranteed on a regular Commander 1v1 match. Depending on what you call regular, but let's say 1v1, because that's regular for standard and expanded and stuff. Why is my music not playing? Oh, it's just that Act Critique is just incredibly quiet. I don't want this song right now. Give me the next song. There we go. Okay. Anyway. I was meaning the games we played 1v1 and untap. Kill. Why did it autocorrect to untap kill? I have no idea why it did that, but that's really funny. Hold on, I wonder why my chat box is so scuffed. I wonder why my chat box is so scuffed. I mean, it's probably going to stay scuffed regardless what I do. That's okay. I can't fit every chat message in there, unless I specifically make it tinier, which I don't think I want to do right now. Let me just check the properties. I did this with Restream. Oh, fuck. Maybe I can fix that. Maybe I can fix that. Who knows? Wholly outdated list. Yeah. I got some outdated lists on this as well. It is what it is. Oh, Inception. Luckily I paused. Chat. No. Oh, yeah. Embed chat. And then customize. Appearance. Is there a compact mode? There is, but that doesn't really help. Hold on. Yeah, I wanted the default compact. Like, why is it not like this? Hold on. Embed chat. Let's try and copy this one and paste it over in the stream. How does that work? Is that better? I think that's the same as we just had, unfortunately. That it is what it is. Anyway. Yeah. If there's anyone watching who's like a dev of PTSG Sim or Twin Leaf or PvP Tabletop, and you are interested in making 4-player possible at the very least, please give us something. Give us like a breadcrumb. Please. I mean, obviously, like optimally, we would all have like a webcam setup where you can play with either proxies or real cards, because that has the most maneuverability with all the cards. That's why I prefer to do my perspective from my playmat, from my own stuff. I understand that that's like a lot of work for people to bring lists every time, and also to have a webcam setup. Not everyone does that. I mean, I do it with my phone and like a fucking, what is it, €10 boom arm. It's not like my setup is very expensive at all. I would say the most expensive part about my setup that's not my phone is like my playmat, probably, or maybe some of the cards that I play in the list. But once again, you can proxy that potentially. That's kind of like, obviously that's optimal if you can proxy and webcam and stuff. But I understand it's not possible for everyone. So we have several ways to do this. It's just that it's unfortunate that every way to do it has downsides. Unfortunately. That's what I wanted to touch on mostly. I'm going to see if I can ping Raspberry again, because there's no sign of life from Raspberry at the moment. Hold on. Still joining us? I mean, in the meantime, by the way, Sam, if you want to join the Discord call, feel free to. Okay, I should cut some cards from this deck. Hey, you have time for that now. I guess in the meantime I can like look through Ascended Heroes to see. I already did this like on my own time, but we can look through Ascended Heroes to see what the impact on Commander would be for some of these cards. So that's maybe fun to do now. I think there was an Ascended Hero set list. Yeah, from Poke Beach. Yeah, so let's see. How visible is this for stream? Yeah, it's pretty visible. Okay, cool. And then we'll open PKMN cards on the side. We can close on tap for now. During call move. Okay. I'm gonna do that straight away. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Valid, valid. Hold on. Can I? Yeah, the limiter is on. Interesting. Okay. All right. Can you please say something, just so I can audio check? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, cool. I just wanted to audio check. That's it. Thank you. All right. Anyway, let's take a look at Ascended Heroes lists. I really like that they're doing more Ariados Pokemon. Not necessarily because these ones are particularly good, except for maybe Ariados Tangela with the colorful Riot ability. You can once during your turn search your deck for an Ariados Pokemon and put it in your hand. But the reason why I really like that they're remaking Ariados Pokemon is because we've had Ariados Pokemon in Gen 1, so maybe these get some playability with the new ones. Because these are also Ariados Pokemon, so these can also be grabbed from that and synergize with that. And I think there was a Victory Bell went with this. Let me just double check. Yeah, the Victory Bell that said that does 40 damage for each Ariados Pokemon you have in play. So like obviously there's like 3 evolution lines. I think it's just 3, right? Yeah, there's 3 evolution lines for this Ariados, but as you can see, there's like an Ariados Paras, an Oddish, and Jigglypuff, and Ivysaur, a Fairy. There's like several more evolution lines from older sets, so I think that's actually pretty interesting. So I do think it has like some potential. I want to say that, God, there's so many old Ariados Pokemon. Oh yeah, Ariados RG is in this as well. That's like actually like a good card. I don't think any of these other Ariados Pokemon are like exceptionally good, but maybe you could make like a cool grass deck with just Ariados stuff. Maybe, probably not just Ariados stuff, but that's pretty funny. I like the Ariados stuff for sure. But like, of course, the big payoff cards that they have here are the Victory Bell, which we talked about, and the Vileplume, which is mediocre. Like the damage is mediocre. Poison and Sleep is not like the best combo in the world, unfortunately. But healing 30 damage from each of your Pokemon every turn is not terrible. It's definitely more in the niche category. I'm not really sure if decks even wanted to play this with the Ariados stuff. You probably want to go more of a control route with Ariados Routini stuff, but who knows. I'm also like not that much of a deck building genius compared to some of you in this format, so yeah. Let's see. What else do we got here? This is just another 70 HP Chikorita. I mean, it's nice that we're getting more of those. We now have, I think, 2 or 3. I forget. I think there was a Japanese only promo that was also a 70 HP one, but yeah, not that it matters. The Bayleaf is like whatever, of course. The Mega Meganium seems funny. Seems more like a good standard card to me. Honestly, like the Mega Meganium seems pretty funny, especially if you combine it with other Meganium stuff, with the Meganium from Mega Evolution, but did I like the what? Oh yeah, I did see this shortly. I think I do agree with you. I'm not entirely sure what the Meowstic. I mean, I understand I understand what the Meowstic does for you, but I'm not like, that's probably not like an attacker, I want to say. No, it's a push, yeah. I was like already having question marks. But that makes sense. I guess you could technically add that Drifloon that spreads 8. That's pretty funny. There's probably some other attackers you can include, like the Mega DNC or Lilieskull Fairy. That's fair. Like that's very fair. And plus Monkey Dory. Yeah, you did. I mean, I do agree with that. I think we'll talk about Spectre later as we come down further from this list. I'm just not entirely sure on how viable the deck itself is. Why is my phone not charging? Is it not plugged in? My phone is my camera, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. I feel like that's pretty important for the stream. Let's see. Not that important. Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. It's plugged in again, so let me put it on charging only. We don't need any of that USB transfer stuff. Okay. And of course my camera is all fucked up now. That's okay. It's fine, okay. I'm missing. I mean, I would love for Vesper to actually be here right now, because it's already like 13 past. the time we agreed to start playing. Asper! God damn it. I'm tempted to just start a PvP tabletop match, because let's just say if he's not here in 10 minutes, we can start a single player match, if that's okay with you. And we can just use, you know, the Chad PvP tabletop. Let's see. I feel like this Cascoon is like pretty whatever. I didn't really research into what specific Cascoons or Silcoons are there, but I don't recall there's any good Beautiflies or Dustox like ever. There is one Beautifly that says like draw until you have 6 in hand, which seems okay, but if you're specifically using this as Silcoon to then get a Cascoon in play, and like, but there's no good Dustox, then and there's probably maybe like an okay Dustox, but you guys can probably cook with that. You guys can probably cook with that. Like this Dustox is technically not terrible, so you can consider that. I'm not going to talk about the reprints, of course. Yes, but do we consider that a good Dustox? Because it also poisons, you know? It's not... That's that's okay, I guess. Oh, it's capital EX. No, fuck that then. I mean, this Dustox EX does wall lowercase EXs. Even prevents all effective attacks. But I don't think... I mean, you could probably make a funny deck with this, but I am not going to. Look at this Dustox. It does the same thing, but it specifically walls Pokemon that are affected by 2 or more special conditions. What the fuck? That's so bad. Great. Yeah, the Silk Straw one, the one from Lost Origin, was the one I was thinking of. What does this say? As long as Beautifly's remaining HP is 40 or less, Beautifly does 40 more damage to the same Pokemon. I mean, that would have been probably pretty good in 2007. The 2005 card, even. Yeah, no, okay. There's no awesome Beautifly or Dustox, I guess. Oh, whoops, that's my list. We don't need to leak my list. 80 HP Charmanders, whatever, that's not going to see play in Commander, unless you're running a deck with like 5 million Charmanders. This is like maybe an okay Charmeleon. I have no clue what are the best Charmeleons. And Megazord Y seems pretty cool. I mean, it seems like a slightly more linear and slightly more efficient Megazord X. I feel like you really need to pair this with heavy fire acceleration, so stuff like maybe Embor or the Oricorio-GX. You need like lots of fire energy, and to be fair, Eternal format does have a lot of ways to aggressively find fire energy, especially with Fire Breather now as well, but we also have Fire Crystal and Fiery Flint. But I mean, it could be like a cool one-of attacker, but I'm just a little hesitant on most of the megas that I see here, mostly because they're tree prize Pokemon, if I'm gonna be honest. It's just so rough that it's actually a stage 2 tree prizer, like holy moly. This is like a funny Numel. It's unfortunately not 70 HP, but it's a funny Numel at least. I think his body is not a bad ability at all. Mega Embor. I mean, 320 is a lot, but once again, this is the problem of like, okay, you do 320, you do 60 to yourself, and then what? Poké V can one-shot you for 3 prizes? Cool. Okay. Next. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, these are all, like, most of the cards that I'm talking about here, I'm talking about them because they're cool. But I'm also talking about potential, like, viability. Not that the competitive scene of Poké-Commander has been developed very much, but I'm just trying to see... Yeah. I'm just trying to see, to gauge potential is what I'm trying to say. Aside from anything else, I think it's nice that the promo Psyduck is actually getting into the set. I think that's very healthy for the game, actually, because spending 10 euros on that card was not fun. Yeah, Citadels, whatever. Mega Feraligator. I mean, it's a kind of a silly card, but like it can do 400 damage. I think that's the funniest part about it. I can probably not think of a combo with this. You can probably combo this with stuff like Risky Ruins or whatever. Or maybe like, I don't know. There's probably some things that can do self-damage with maybe water. Probably not, but who knows. There's probably a semi-consistent setup you can do for this, but once again, it's a stage 2 3 prize Pokemon. I'm unsure about it. I'll put it like that. 70 HP Snorunt is actually like probably the best card in the set, in standard at least. Not gonna lie. I think Poké-Pad is actually better than those two, but like let's be honest, those three are probably the top 3 cards of the set. The Snorunt, the Spectrier, and the Poké-Pad. I mean, it is going to be in format with Gardevoir for like a few months before we get rotation. Not a week. It's probably like 7 weeks. Yeah. Anyway, 70 HP Snorunt is really. I mean, this is especially important for standard. We don't have Dragapult DX in Eternal, of course. Thank God. But yeah, it's something. It's like the most HP a Snorunt has ever had, so that's kind of relevant. Maybe still poffinable. Mega Frostlass is definitely a very, very interesting card, especially with Poké-Commander having larger hand sizes than usual. I once again think this is probably like a solid card and not a broken card. But I expect to see more of this card than any other card we've discussed so far. Probably. I feel like someone will pick this up eventually. Especially with You can also just yeet out a card that you don't like at this point. Yeah. Once again, this Mega Frostlass thing, it's a 3 prizer, so that's kind of a yikers. But the attack is like actually it's a 1 energy attack that can potentially do lots of damage, especially with like a turn 2 going first Iono or N or Rockets admin. They can just straight up give you 10 cards in hand and your opponent's likely as well, and make you be able to do 500 damage on turn 2. That seems pretty strong. That actually seems really strong. Hold on. Hold on. I mean, it's not that important. It's like if your opponent has 300 HP, then doing 300 damage is the same as doing 500 damage. Yeah, and especially in multiplayer games with Poké-Commander, if they see you with this Mega, people are also likely to maybe team up on you and try and kill this Mega into like 2 hits. Exactly. Like, big damage is funny against the right decks. This card is ass. This card, I mean, this might be funny. This is a funny group hug card, I guess, so Frostmoth. I don't think it's very good, though. Let's see, the Glastrier is, like, not good, actually. Never mind. These cards are not great. I mean, Pikachu-GX is good, but that's not a new card. Yeah. Mega Electros is kind of silly.
I found the
A Mega Electros EX might see some play, but the only play I would probably see it do is as a virtue of being an possible evolution of Electric, if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, let's just go to PvP Tabletop, shall we? Where is my list? It's here. Import deck. Deck list is not 100 cards. Or sorry, deck list is not 60 cards. Alright. Yeah, Raspberry's still not here. God damn it. Go, put that in Lost Zone, shuffle. I have to go to PCM Saturday again, just like usual. In case you're wondering. Yeah, Raspberry's like... I wonder what deck I'm playing. No, not Terapagos! No, not Terapagosi! Imagine exploring a different commander. Couldn't be him. True. I guess Cornerstone's probably pretty good basic Terra as well. Yeah. Well, Fighting got a lot of support recently and is gonna get more support soon. I think Fighting is actually like not terrible. Fighting is like is getting up. I would prefer Tails, please. Let's think. Do I want first or second? I think I want to go first. Let's see. Technically, that is a viable opening hand. Am I happy with that? Yeah, shuffle back, please. I also... You did shuffle your deck. It said shuffle deck, and that's coin flip. Just redraw now. It's okay. Okay. Yep. All good. That is indeed a mulligan. Oh, you got some cool beans! Oh no! There we go, okay. I'll take one card from mulligan. And I'm ready to start. Alright, good luck and fun. I'll draw cards for turn. I'll play Buck Catching Sets. How the fuck does that hit nothing? That's crazy. Okay, cool. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's go for a Nest Ball. I actually don't run Fan Rotom in this. But that's because like this Ditto and like one other Pokemon are the only colorless Pokemon in this deck. Crazy. I'll bench this. I'll play Fog Crystal. Play Fog Crystal for this. Hello, can I please discard the Fog Crystal? There we go. Play Azelf, trigger Time Walk. Let me just read the effects. I may look at my face down prize cards, choose one Pokemon I find to show it to you, and put it in my hand. Then choose a card from my hand and put it back on the prizes. Alright. Which of these do I want? Yeah, this is probably the one that I was looking for. This Pokemon. I'll put this one back in prizes. Yep, bench Rocket's Koffing. Attach a Grass Energy for turn. Retreat Ditto into the Koffing. Trainer's Mail. Or level ball. Play the level ball. Or what do I want to play the level ball for? Probably this. Liability Weezing. Add it in my hands. And I will pass my turn. That was a pretty alright turn, not gonna lie. That was not bad.
What do I?
I don't know. I don't know what you do here.
Commander.
Right? You probably also want to pop that Ditto, don't you? Hmm. It would be a lot easier if you knew what was priced, but... Gotcha. Oh no, that's not a good sign. Luxury ball for Poké-Commander. That's the wrong guy! Ain't no freaking way. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. Technically, you're annoying.
Pop that.
Oh boy. Plakia, the Palkia. Hmm.
We're gonna get.
Yep. That checks out. I like Brooklet Hill. I don't like Brooklet Hill. Oh my god! Bro hasn't even played a supporter yet. Alright. Draw a card for turn. Play Ball Guy. Definitely want these two. I want these three balls. Let me just tell you, you know that Azelf already pulled the Team Rocket's Koffing. There's like 4 other basics in prizes. 5 actually, my bad. I want this one. And then shuffle. Play dual ball. Boop boop. I get 1 basic. This guy. Play netball. Or basic grass energy. Attach the basic grass to Koffing and evolve into Weezing. And then I will pass my turn. That's crazy. You don't think I have Budew? Okay. Oh, you're right. This deck does not have Budew. I mean, Budew could be nice for this list, but I don't think it matters that much. Yeah, it is. I'd be surprised. Actually, I think I see what you're planning on doing. Yeah, actually. You didn't use your reading Greninja yet, right?
Pop reading.
Oh, you just popped. Oh, my bad. I mean, if you put it back into the deck, then that's fine. Holy fuck, bro!
Oh, we'll definitely lose this turn then.
Holy shit! I think I know exactly what you're going to do. And I don't think there's anything I can do to stop. Something, canceling clone, and prime catcher. You have it in your hand, that's not okay. Oh my god. What the hell? Why do you need a discard? Misty's Tears? Goaded Earthen Vessel for just water energy. You sure you don't want any other Pokemon? Mm-hmm.
Money.
Mm-hmm. You mean evolve into Drizzle? I mean, I think you mean evolve into Drizzle, right? There was no Sabo involved with that evolution. Yeah, okay. I understood what you meant, but just to be on the same page. Just so that chat can follow along the best they can. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Oh brother. Okay, I'm just gonna do this to indicate that my active doesn't have an ability. If that's okay. Yes. Because it's public information that you have a Pokemon in your discard pile, so. Yep. Okay. My ability is active again, and draw a card for turn. I'll play Timer Ball. Wow. Damn. Damn! Double tills. Oh, that's a yikers. Use Ditto's form variation. To get Koffing back on the bench. Actually, I want the other one. I want this one. Not that it matters, because I'm gonna grab grass energy with this one. And then rescue stretcher. This Weezing to my hands. Attach for turn. Retreat. Ozelf. Am I happy with that? I think I'm happy with that. Yeah, sure. I'll pass. Your turn.
Card.
Mm-hmm. You know, I was thinking of playing Magnezone Box, but then I was thinking, I really want to play Canary in this list, so let's just wait until Ascended Heroes comes out before I actually play that deck. So that's the reason why I'm not playing Magnezone Box today. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Trust me, I don't really care about that Greninja anymore, I think. It's like bro can look into my deck. It's not okay. No, I do run Wobbuffet in case you're wondering, so this self-heal was not a bad idea. Klefki, Garbodor, yeah, understand. Well, why did you attach the stealthy hood there then? Because now it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, okay, sure. That's fair. Can I please stop deck Iono? Can I please stop deck Iono? Two. Hmm? You need what in the deck? Yeah, that could be good. Cool. I'm not gonna count how much damage because I don't care. Push Koffing and draw. I mean, that is a card in the game, I guess. Oh, fuck, man. Why does that guy have to be prized? Not really. Here you go. Pass. Man, I'm breaking so hard, it's not okay. The deck's name is already a win. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Oh, this is so unfortunate. To be fair, I'm playing against probably the best deck in format. Let's be honest. Yeah. Yeah. That is indeed no bueno. Bro just has the fucking okay. Okay. Don't be angry. It's just a video game. It is just a video game. It gets you like 2 energies on board, which is like not terrible, I guess. I mean, you're gonna draw more prizes during the next few turns, don't worry about it. Okay. So search your deck for 2 trainer cards and put them in your hands. Yep. Oh, why is water such a dang good type? It's ugh. Water's so good, man. Oh, 2 supporters. 2 supporters. I see, I see. He really doesn't want to attack that Koffing, does he? He really doesn't want to attack this Koffing. Yep. There's no fucking way. I'll push this Koffing and I'll draw. I mean, that's a card in the video game. I'll pass. That is a card. This is a card in the video game, I guess. Oh man, this is so unfortunate. Rasper's, by the way, not joining us today, definitely. So it's just the 2 of us for today. Switch into. You're probably fine. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. You're probably fine. Okay, so I'm gonna lose 2 Koffings this turn. Yep, that tracks. Concealed cards, my beloved. Greninja now has 3 energies.
Melody.
Man. I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah.
Super Rod, that's crazy. Super crazy.
I was running low.
I was running low on energy, says the guy that has like 9 energies on board right now. You know what I mean.
And knockout.
Yikes. Take your 2 prizes. Yep, there's your 2 prizes. I'll draw a card for turn. That is not the worst card in the world. Lele GX to search my deck for a supporter.
What is he gonna get?
I think I know what I want to get. Bench Skuntank. Trigger its ability to poison both active Pokemon. So I'll just have this thing on Koffing to remind myself. Evolve into Weezing, so I'm not poisoned anymore. Brute Bonnet. Iono, so I can draw 10 cards and you draw and you have to ditch 12 and draw 4. That's a pretty good Iono. Let me think. I don't know if that's worth it, what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bump the Area 0 with Artisan. So you have to discard 2 bench Pokemon, which are probably Noctowl and Fenrotom, or Dedenne, or whatever, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, Inteleon even. Yeah, I'm gonna use Artisan. Bench Wobbuffet. Bench Koffing. Wait, my Iono is still here, my bad. Quick Ball away. My Burbank City Gym. Serendipity EX. I did overbench, unfortunately. Yeah, that is my own fault. I shouldn't have benched his last Koffing. I'm assuming you're not allowing me to take it back. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Flip the script for 3. It is going to change the outcome, actually. Holy shit.
You're not.
True. You're so right. But at least I can actually do something now. Alright, and I'm going to use liability. I'm going to use liability and then the poison KOs you for 1 prize. And then I'm assuming Radiant Greninja goes to your hands and the other 2 cards go to discards. It does die. But if this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack, it doesn't say my opponent's attack, I can put it back into my hand. So the Koffing and Weezing go back to my hands. Yeah.
Obvious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are allowed to. Okay, abilities are on again. Not that it changes anything. Hey, hello, strategic. I hope you're doing well today. Battle compressor. Oh no. That's fair. Squawk is a good battle compressor. That's also fair. Wait, why was that into your deck again? Oh yeah, the good rod. Yeah, fair. These are all turn 1 cards, yeah, that's fair that you're compressing them. Turn 1 junk. You'd love to see it. Yeah. Okay.
Very dead.
Push Wob. Draw card for turn. Bench Koffing. Bench Koffing. Down store. Use down store. Or I don't even have a Pokemon V in play. So 4 Seal Stone is useless. Grab this, attach that to Brute Bonnet, poison both active Pokemon with Toxic Powder. So this guy is also poisoned. You're so right. You're so right. I can't, because it's on play. Oh, never mind. You're so right. I'm so sorry. I thought it was on. I thought it was an on-play effect, not a permanent effect. That makes this card better than I thought. Okay, never mind. Yeah, poison both actives with Skuntank. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. Attach. Oh, sorry about that. Don't think so. Or I'd have Gust, but I don't think I have access to it this turn. I have this, but that's not going to be enough. Why are you drawing 3? Hello? Letter for 2 darks. Giant Cape. Wait, I put a banned card in my deck. I thought I put this, got this out of the deck. Apparently I didn't. That's crazy. It's a luxurious cape. That card is banned. I mean, I'll put Budew in the deck in the meantime. I'm not gonna play the Luxcape in my hand, of course. That would be a little unfair. Not that it would save me, no. Absolutely not. Can't even do it with Energy Drive. But I can't even KO with Energy Drive because it only counts energies on actives. Oh no. No. We're done. GG.
Alright, I'll go get
GG. That's okay. At least the deck did something, you know? Let me just tweak the deck so that it has a Budew in it. I mean, you lost the prize. You did. I killed your Greninja! What the fuck? Dude. This is fucked. Shuffle deck. Oh shit, it's the Hoopa deck from last week. Let's go. Oh, new and improved Hoopa deck. Okay.
Yeah.
Deals, please. Your mom. I have a mulligan. Alright. I'm gonna price my top 10. You can draw one card extra if you want. Alright. Good luck, have fun. Yep.
Boom.
Darkrai EX. Oh my god. That's not that. I mean, it would have been your top deck this turn. Wait, no, was that a draw from turn? The Battle VIP pass? Okay, so you would have had this no matter what, because otherwise Luxury Ball would have been the top deck. The fuck am I hearing? What do you mean the fuck am I hearing? Is the audio not good or? I have no idea what you're talking about, Sir Jujik. I'm so sorry. You gotta give me a little more context than that. You gonna get a what? Bella. Oh, I heard Shellos, and I was like, there's a fighting type Shellos? I don't think so. It's a pure water type. I didn't say ooh. What are you talking about? I didn't say oh my god. I did not say ooh. I mean, I am saying it now, but like not in the like the cute ooh thing. Please hold me accountable to never do that again. Please. Would appreciate it. Oh my god. Pro benches the Battle VIP pass. You know, decks like these make me want to say that the Pokemon need colorless in their attack before, or in their typing before, as commander to include colorless. Yeah, that means that Terrapago is still really good. Doesn't nerf Terrapagos. No, it wouldn't. He's him. Maybe I should have put an Eevee in his deck. Well, actually, probably not. I think this Espeon's kind of ass. Okay, I'll draw a card for turn. This is an interesting opening of hands. Sure. Can you attack me this turn? This is turn 1 going second, by the way. No, I cannot attack you this turn. Pass. I do not have Monkey Dory in the deck. It could be interesting, but I went a different direction. Monkey Dory could be interesting. But like, my hand's doing a whole lot of nothing, unfortunately. At the moment.
blind, I think.
I'm assuming I'm gonna see right now what was priced or not. Oh, that smile. That darn smile. Don't forget to shuffle your prizes. Yep. Yo, do video. True. Alright. There's Mega Absol EX.
Obviously you're going to return.
Yeah. Oh shit. He has the Weavile on lock. For Claydol, probably. Yeah. I figured. The pain. Don't forget to discard the Lux Ball, please. Thank you. Yeah. You did eventually, yeah. No, I won't. Won't chill out. The day that I chill is the day I die. Why did you fumble? Almost your entire board is set up. Why did you fumble? I guess so. Oh no, the tragedy. Yep. God, Claydol is so good, man. Putting up to 2 cards from your hand on the bottom of your deck and then drawing until 6 is like insane.
Okay.
Tragedy. So there's a BG song like that, right? I think I actually killed the fly in my room finally. No, he's still flying around, but he's limping around. You can? I mean, oh well, I guess. I guess I see how. I guess I see how. Yeah, that's exactly how. Yeah. The energy gets passed around like the blunt. The energy just gets passed around like a blunt. That's how it works. Rough turn? Oh, that is a card. Eva Soda. Alright, grab Galarian Weezing. Sorry, Galarian Weezing? That's also in his deck, but Team Rocket's Weezing. Attach Dark Energy for turn. Put Moonlight Stadium in play. So you discard 1 bench Pokemon. I will then retreat into Mr. Mime. And I'll pass.
40.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna achieve much. Swinging for 40. I don't think that's gonna achieve much. And you have free retreat on your dark types anyway. Like, you have free retreat on your dark types anyway, so this Moonlight Stadium doesn't achieve anything for you. Which dark type Pokemon is he getting? Purloin. That's fitting. Is the Pierce still in your hand though, right? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's why I did it. Yeah, I figured that's why I did it. That's why I was holding on to my stadium. Okay. So. Winning is so winning, yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. The Weezing GX lets you move the energy as often as you like during your turn, so it's okay. You attach to, you move it to Darkrai, then retreat because Darkrai is free retreat, and then move it from Darkrai to defend. Oh, I didn't even realize that until now. Okay, that is a top deck, I guess. Attach Recycle Energy, Rockets Admin, that's a nice top deck. Bench Koffing. Dual Ball. One Heads. Which Koffing do I want? If I want a Koffing at all. I don't think... I think I should grab a Koffing. I'm gonna grab this one. Put it on the bench. Thinking. Bug catching sets. That is a card to see from bug catching sets. No, that's fair. That's very fair. Do I want to swing with Weezing here? Question. Tempted to say no. Attach Giant Cape. Play Hypnotoxic Laser. Flip heads. So your Rotom is poisoned and asleep. And I will pass my turn. So that Rotom takes 10 damage and you got a flip for your sleep. And he does wake up. Your Kliggle still isn't a marker, by the way. Yeah. What is the correct play? Oh, Artisan. Yeah. That's a lot of energy. Oh. Oh, you want to Claydol. I understand. You still haven't gotten the video schedules for your tomorrow, but you're so tired. That's valid. Don't worry about it. Fair. You know you can just type the number and then you draw that amount of cards, right? I mean, if you just hit the button 4 once, then you get 4 cards. With what energy? Oh, right. It's not just dark Pokemon. I'm trying. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Energy.
Yeah, I understand. My bad.
Knock out here.
Right. Mr. Mime dies. Recycle energy goes back to my hands. I push Weezing and draw for turn. Evolve to Weezing. Attach recycle energy. Use. Probably use Artisan probably later. Better. Gonna play N. Draw 10 cards. Venture Koffing. Weezing. Use Artisan. Venture Koffing. And I have 5 in play. I'm doing 200s. I mean, I'm never killing this anyway. Because I don't have Skyfield, unfortunately. Unfortunately not. I'm trying to decipher if I want to do anything with this. I'm trying to decipher if I want to swing with Weezing or Weezing. If you know what I mean. Man, this is tough. I'll retreat into Weezing. Play Dark Patch to attach a Dark to this Weezing. And I'll use Liability to put you on 10 HP and put me on 70. So you have 270 damage on you now. What? Price card? No. I have a Giant Cape attached. Alright, do your turn.
Oh,
You're 1 damage off what? Oh no, that doesn't sound great. That sounds rather awful, actually. Not gonna lie. But saying you're one card off is probably for the better, maybe. How? Huh? Oh. Oh, fuck. That's interesting. That was interesting. That's an interesting idea, I guess.
So anyways.
Mm-hmm. I'll remove this guy. Was it? Uh-oh. You've had so many takesy backsies already today. Not this time. Sure. Whatever. Just play that Prime Catcher and I'll boss something up. Okay? Yeah. I understand. Mm-hmm.
And
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, it was. No, it was your artisan. Night Spear for knockout here and knockout here. Recycle energy goes back to hand again. Push Weezing and draw. Rescue Stretcher. Koffing. Night Stretcher. For Koffing. It's really fucking close, but it's... This is 170. I think I have it, so... oh, I don't have to show you the cards. I don't have to show you the cards I'm grabbing off teammates, but... I'm not sure if I want the Skuntank, actually. I think I'd rather grab the level ball so I can grab Skuntank. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, bump. Bench. Use Artisan. The funny part is I don't even need another Koffing. This fellow maybe. Hold on. Wrong Pokemon. No, it is the right Pokemon actually. Never mind. Use Skuntank to poison both Pokemon. And explode together now. For the KO in between turns, I can take 10. And 2 prizes. Yeah.
Already on.
Mm-hmm.
Try.
Oh, not even Absol. That's crazy. Oh, that's why. Okay. Never mind. I understand now.
Absolutely.
Oh my god. Ugh. Holy shit, man. Well, why did you bench Serendipity though? No, the poison knocked you out. So you don't get to flip the script. Mm-hmm. What is he gonna buddy poffin? I wonder. You know, I've seen surprisingly little amount of supporters in the past 2 games, not gonna lie. Yeah, I've played 3.
So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Damn, Claydol is so fucking good, bro. It's not okay. Claydol is insane. Insane in the membrane. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
off the quick. Always.
The one cards you don't want to flip heads on. The one card you don't want to flip heads on. Whoa. Whoa! Hold on. Two stadiums in hand, isn't that very nice?
Believe it or not.
The paralyzing Spinarak puts itself in the lost zone. I don't think I have that.
Wow.
Oh, whoops. Price card for you. Push Budew. Draw. Use Skuntank G to poison both Pokemon. Skyfield. So you do have to bump a Pokemon. Don't forget to discard your Turbo Energize, by the way. Do you want Hoopa to come back to the Commander Zone or no? Alright. Not sure if I want to Itchy Pollen. Because I don't want poison damage on Budew. I'm gonna retreat Budew into Koffing. I'm gonna attach Recycle Energy to the Koffing. I'm gonna use Gnaw for 20. So you take 30 in total from the poison as well. Yeah. You do be weak to grass. I mean, even if you were item locked, you can just Claw of Darkness all of my Pokemon. So I'm not stopping Claw of Darkness with item lock. Is my idea behind this. True, but this way potentially, you might have to swing into this active Koffing. What? How did you pronounce that Pokemon's name? Garvin Ha? Garvin Ha! I like that. It's Carvana. Carvana. Carvana, I think. Actually, I don't know either. Hold on. I think it's Carvana. Not entirely sure. I like Garvin Ha though. I think it's really funny. That is what you said, Carvin Ha. All right. And you're also confused, by the way. I mean, it's not irrelevant, but What do you want to discard? He's doing a think.
I think energy is.
Dude, if I top deck my one and only V Pokemon, I'm gonna be so pissed. Recycle energy goes to hand, by the way. And push Budew. Draw for turn. That's funny. That's a really funny card. Hey, are you ready for a Pokemon to go down in HP by evolving? Actually, it's probably better if I evolve the other. No, this is funnier. Here you go. Recycle energy. And Itchy Pollen. So you're at 70 total. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I will. Wait all.
Oh, right, you got switch. That's right. Okay, I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. I see you, I see you. No! Not my Dark Weezing! He's so cool. How could you? How could you? Oh my god. Alright.
And energy.
Okay. I'll move the recycle to hand once again. Discard this. Push Koffing. Raw. Oh, whoops. I mean, that's not a surprise, I think, at this point. Attach recycle energy. Poison both actives with Skuntank. Iono. Also, I attached that recycle for turn, by the way. Let's see. Do I want this? Would be funny. Let's play a Sui and Heavy Ball. That's true, you haven't. Wait, where did my... Oh, I moved the Koffing back to prices and hold on. I want this Koffing. And this... And then... Sorry, I'm not doing this correctly. There we go. Now we did it. Fog Crystal. Koffing. Down store. So you have to discard one bench Pokemon again. Use down store for protection cube. Yeah, a little bit. Bench the Oricorio-GX. Use its ability to draw 3 cards. Hold on. That might actually be spicy. That is kind of spicy, yeah. Here's my ace spec. Hello. Discard Guzma Hala and Grass Energy.
Oh,
Grab Night Stretcher and then use Night Stretcher to grab Weezing.
no.
Evolve into Weezing. Attach Lodestone to Skuntank G. Bench Koffing. Bench Koffing. Do I want to do anything else with this? Unsure. And I'll use liability to put 70 damage counters on my, sorry, 7 damage counters on my Weezing. And 200s on your Mega Absol, and then it goes down to poison, and I get 3 prizes. That is pretty nifty. Yep. Sneasel! No, Sneasel! No. And another Sneasel. Okay. Gotcha. I don't think I've seen that other Sneasel before. Oh, it's a corner one. Interesting. It does have 1 retreat. That is kind of fucked. Shouldn't have been taking prizes. Dude, shut the fuck up. You're the one taking the prizes. Just putting 1 on the bottom? No, he's doing 2. Okay. Good. It is, but I don't care. I mean, you can always reckless charge to KO this Weezing. For funsies. Attachments return. Okay. Take your price. Raw for turn. Use Town Store. Grab Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. I do. I have accidentally evolved my Koffing into Brute Bonnet. Give me seconds. There we go. Play Netball. For that guy, I think? No, I want this guy. Sorry, I shouldn't discard the Spinarak. The Spinarak should go back to deck. Attach an energy for turn. Use Oricorio to draw 3. Oh, hey, look, Trainer's Mill. Trainer's Mill for VS Seeker. Okay. Hold on, I haven't played a supporter for turn. Hold on. Let me think. I will play the VS Seeker. Not sure what I want. Actually, I do know what I want. I want teammates. Play teammates. To get this in my hand. And I want this in my hands. Do I want that? Hold on. I think this is better. Close and shuffle. Yay. Eco Arm. These 3 tools back into my deck. Luxury Ball. For this Weezing. Oh, what happened? Oh, that happened. Okay. Go. And I will indeed poison both actives and swing with Weezing, so I get 2 prizes and you get 1. And my recycle energy goes back to hand again. Push Budew. What do you mean with that should be the game?
I will.
You can't play Cosmic Power. You can't. You can't. You have more than 8 cards in your hand. Oh, it's if you do, not when you do. My bad. I thought it was a when you do. My bad.
I'm still.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was a when you do, not an if you do. Because if it's a when you do, you can't do that. Let me guess, you put a dark energy on the bottom of your deck?
Bosses.
I see now.
Oricorio.
I see, GG. Yeah, the Weezings are good, aren't they? The liability Weezing, you mean? Yeah, it's a really good one. Yeah. I don't think I can show you any other cards that in this deck that are good that you won't expect here. I guess Lana's Fishing Rod is a card that I have in here to like shuffle back like a Weezing and Protection Cube.
No.
Yeah. I don't have Panic Mask in the deck. What the heck does Panic Mask do again? Hold on. That could be interesting. Yeah, I already have like 5 million tools in this deck, but that could be interesting. Because I have like every HP buffing tool in here. I even had the banned Luxury Escape in here. I have like the Petrarun, so it's I have like the Petrarun DX in here, so I do have mobility, you know. And I have the Galarian Weezing, the one that I have both the Galarian Weezing. The one that doubles the basic dark energy in play attached to Weezings, and the one that's with neutralizing gas. So it just never came up. And in case you're curious, this is the Spinarak that I played. I mean, this one's probably better. Let's be honest. Gotcha. That's fair. Honestly, this deck has, I think, only Guzma as Gust, and that's like really unfortunate. I should add some more Gust to this list. Right, fair. Fair. I think this list is kind of funny though. It's definitely optimizable, but it's funny. I'm gonna... I mean, no shit, Sherlock. Hold on, let me just edit the deck list, the list that was in the YouTube comment or in the YouTube description, so that's all clear for you guys. Yeah, I'm kind of done playing Peaceful Tabletop for now, but we can look further into the Extended Heroes cards if you guys want. If you want to, you can keep hanging around, Sam, but you don't have to. You stay in stream. Okay, gotcha. Hold on. I'll turn on the music again. Hey, look, that's me. Hello, where's my playlists? Playlists. Music. I want my chill music back. There we go. My chill music is back. Yeah, GG's for the games, thank you. Like I said, Mega Electros, I think I already said what I needed to say about that. It's probably not going to see play. And if it is, it's because it's an evolution of Electric, and it might be like the best one ever so far, the best Electros, but I'm not entirely sure on that. These decks are kind of mediocre. I mean, it has a good matchup into Palkia, but like, whatever, man. Palkia stays silly. Yeah, Palkia does stay silly. Stunfisk, I think this card is actually really funny, like doing a 30 and a retreat lock, and doing 100 more, the defending Pokemon taking 100 more damage from attacks next turn. So it doesn't mean that Bouncing Trap will do 100 more damage. It means that any other attack that you might use on that Pokemon is going to do 100 damage, which is really, really funny. You're going to fully go over your Palkia list tonight and really question your attack cards. Yeah, question the Canceling Clone. I don't think you need Canceling Clone in that list. Wink. I think this Stunfisk is really funny. The fact that it has 2 retreat costs is holding it back severely, though. But I think this is like the first ever retreat locker we have for Lightning, if I'm not mistaken. Like, of course, there's colorless retreat lockers, but like a Lightning retreat locker. Just the more you play, the more you realize they're wasting deck space. That's fair. The Heliolisk is very funny, but in Poké-Commander is not going to see play because there's only one supporter you can play, and yes, there's like stuff like First Seeker and Palpad and Lucamine and Cynthia Caitlyn and stuff, but this is probably not going to see play because this attack is just not good enough, unfortunately. Tapu Koko's kind of ass. So is this Hopspin Kirchin. Yeah, it is. Rhydon is terrible. Team Rocket's Executor is really silly. Like, you have a 1 in 8 chance to knock out your opponent's Pokemon. And you can use Will. Here. I'll grab him. Next time you flip any number of coins for the effective and attack ability or trainer card this turn, use heads or tails for the first. Oh, it's a first coin flip, so it's just the first flip, so it just changes it just changes it into a 1 and 4. Never mind, it's just the first flip. I was about to say, at this point, you can just... you're probably just better off running the Veltal. Yeah. That's really funny, actually. I thought it was all flips, but it is. Yeah. Okay. I mean, 70 HP Psychic Mirror is always nice. X is just bad. Yeah, it is terrible. The Alolan Executor EX, the Terra Stellar one, is a lot better in that regard, because that also does knock out on basic Pokemon, but it can be either active or bench depending on your coin flip. That's like a little bit better, I would say. This Azumarill is probably alright. You can probably make this like an alternate attacker, but it's a 2-prizer. I mean, Psychic has a lot of acceleration. Yeah, Jirachi's better in every way, yeah. True. I mean, this Azumarill can like move energy to itself and then does more damage for each Psychic attached to this, but needing 3 energy on a stage 1 2-prizer is a little sus. Could be alright, but maybe not. This is Ascension Misdreavus. So you can search your deck for a card that evolves this Pokemon. To be honest, we already have Duskstone in formats, so I don't think this Misdreavus is gonna... I mean, it's probably gonna be nigh optimal if you wanna play Mismagius, but Duskstone already can cheat Mismagius into play. Azumarill with doubling Guardy wouldn't be awful. It wouldn't be awful, but at that point you'd rather want to play Zacian V, right? Like, at that point you'd rather be playing the Zacian V from Celebrations. This one. I mean, it does 60 plus 30 rather than 60 plus 40, but this is a basic Pokemon. So that's... you're in the ad, I don't know what you mean. That's fair. Alright. I don't think there's any specific Mismagius cheating in play that is going to be really relevant, other than this one, but this one is banned, so... Actually, I've never known about this Mismagius. That's pretty cool. On evolution, you just end them. You end only them. Or like Rocket's admin, only them. That's pretty cool. That's a cool Mismagius. Maybe I'll look into this mon soon. And this is a once during your turn move. Okay. You're back. Hello, Strategic. Welcome back. Yeah, I think this Mismagius could be pretty cool, but like I said, it's not necessarily breaking Ascension Misdreavus. It's probably a pretty good Misdreavus, but there's other Misdreavus that have like other things going for them. It's solid. This Mismagius is honestly kind of awful. You can combine this with like the whole Brambleghast Mismagius EX thing in Standard, but that's already awful there. You could combine it with like poison stuff in Eternal and in Poké-Commander. That's probably not terrible. Although, I mean, it's 2 energy, 60 damage with their poison. It's honestly actually not bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. You can definitely add this to a deck that has poison stuff. The unfortunate thing is that most poison stuff is either grass type or dark type in the TCG, so you have to combine it with another type. You can't make it a pure psychic type deck. So you can't have like a Gardevoir EX as your commander whilst doing this or something. You need like at least a dark or a grass. Or you just need to rely on stuff like Hypnotoxic Laser. But that's no fun. No, what am I talking about? Skuntank G poisons. We literally played with Skuntank G today. Skuntank G is a psychic type that can poison. Never mind. You hate how streaming platforms work? Yeah, I know, right? At least the viewers on YouTube don't have ads, but they can't use any cool emotes or channel point redemptions, so like it is what it is, man. This is the tool drop Rotom, of course. This is obviously not going to see play in Poké-Commander, because this would be a lot better with all the other Rotoms, which you don't have access to, unfortunately. You have access to 3 types at most, technically 4 if we count Alolan Executor and the other Dragon Stellars, but there's no Dragon type Rotom. So you have access to 3 Rotom types at maximum. And then I guess you can have, if Lightning is one of them, then you have the Rotom EX and then the Gadget Show Rotom. So technically you could do stuff there. But then you would need like the Revavroom or the Harnscrow that can hold more tools, but there's no Steel or Dark type Rotom. So once again, it's just a type mismatch for Poké-Commander. There's a race you have to pirate because it's only free in other countries. A race you have to pirate? Bought the rights in this country? You mean an F1 race or something like that? I'm not entirely sure what you mean. This slurp buff, by the way, is giga broken, and I'm gonna ban it. Like minute 1 when Senate Heroes becomes legal. No, I'm just kidding. Look at how bad this fucking slurp buff is. Yeah, the tool drop, like this is okay for like the tool drop, the Gadget Show Rotom archetype, but that does not exist in Poké-Commander. Oh, it is an actual like car race. Cool. Let's see, the Hops Trevenant stuff, it looks fun to play, but once again, this is kind of a type mismatch for Poké-Commander, if I'm gonna be honest, because most Hop stuff is either metal or colorless, so you would have to introduce another type with your commander. You can't use Hop Station EX and then just go all metal and colorless, unfortunately, so you would have to introduce another type for this, which is unfortunate. It's free on YouTube and the IMSA website for everyone, but in the United States we have to pay for Peacock if I want to legitimately watch it. Yeah, you can turn on a VPN. You're watching a pirate stream on YouTube, hell yeah. Let's go, Slate. This Spectrier is pretty interesting. For Psychic Colorless, it discards all energy from that Pokemon and places 12 damage counters on one of their opponent's Pokemon. That's pretty good. Like, since it's not a bench knife necessarily, it doesn't get blocked by stuff like Mr. Mime. Actually, hold on. I think it does get blocked by Mr. Mime stuff because it's or not. I'm pretty sure it doesn't get blocked by Mr. Mime. Let me just double check. Yeah, all damage done by attacks. So, but this is an effect. This is not damage. So it's not blocked by Mr. Mime. Yeah. The Spectre is more than interesting, yes. The thing is, in Poké-Commander, this would only function with Gardevoir EX. We will test that out, don't worry. I will test out the Gardevoir EX stuff. Oh, you guys couldn't hear the music. Hold on, that's my bad, sorry. The music is so soft though, hold on. Hold on. I think it's a song that's just really soft. That's okay. Monkey Dory reprint. Let's go. Luckily, not a regulation reprint. Okay. For standards, yeah. Jirachi will be viable tech actually. Doesn't that Jirachi rotate? I think that Jirachi rotates. The one that protects bench Pokemon from damage counters. Yeah, it's a Paradox Rift, so it rotates soon. But this Jirachi is tech for at least one expansion. That is pretty tech. I like that. But for Poké-Commander, yeah, you have to pair this with Gardevoir EX. It's probably a pretty solid attacker in Gardevoir EX, but how good is Gardevoir EX in Poké-Commander? Ever since the ban on Secret Wonders Gardevoir, we haven't really seen any Gardevoir decks in Poké-Commander, so I invite you all to try and cook with it, with the Spectrier, but it's probably good. It's probably solid. It will be in format with it for a bit. Yeah. I mean, it rotates. The Jirachi rotates at the exact same time as the Gardevoir EX, of course. So you're 100% certain that Spectrier will be 100% inclusion in Guardian lists. That's fair. That's fair. I can see where you're coming from with that. Team Rocket's Duck Trio is like an interesting gimmick ability, putting 2 damage counters on Pokemon that move to the bench during their turn, but it's not good. This Metagem is really funny, like doing 150 for 1 fighting, but only if you have 7 cards in hand. That could be alright in Poké-Commander specifically, especially if you have stuff like Claydol. Claydol can always set you to 6, and if you then have something that draws you more, like Lunatone, or just a card in hand that goes 2 for 1, then you're there. How good is that? I have no idea. It's literally just Lost Mine but built in for Guardy. It's not exactly Lost Mine, because all the 12 have to go to one Pokemon. Yeah, it's damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon instead of spread. So it's not in that sense. It's probably like worse than Screamtail. Damage on your board for your monkey and gives a wide spread. Hello? Are we reading the same card? No, it's not spread. It's on one Pokemon. I think it's all right. It's all right, but it's not great. That's what I said, right? Yeah. You thought it was spread? Okay. You thought it was straight up Lost Mine. Okay, gotcha. I now see why you thought it was broken. This is just ass Screamtail. Exactly. Well, it has more HP. It has more HP. It has more HP, but can do less damage. But like for 3 energies, you do 120. Which is the same as Screamtail will do. We'll also do 120 for 3. But it also discards the energies, which is usually better. Because that means that they're not stuck on the active. We're like, bro, this is just Lost Mine. What the fuck? Okay, I now understand. I now understand why I now understand your crash out. Yeah. Okay, this Groudon is ass. Stunfisk EX. This is not gonna see play. I'm sorry. I love Pancham. Pancham is so cute. Mega Lucha is not great. It's just sturdy on a coin flip, which is like this is straight up just sturdy. But sturdy isn't that great, honestly. If especially with Monkey Dorian format, it's all right, but it's kind of mid. Yeah, exactly. It's like barely not viable, I would say. I mean, this is a dual type Carbink, which is really funny, I guess, but. And this attack is really funny, like 170 for 3 energy is alright, but in Poké-Commander, when is your opponent gonna have 2 or fewer prize cards? For like less than 20% of the game, usually. Less than 10% of the game, I even want to say. So for Poké-Commander, that guy is not relevant. For Standard, however, Standard might be interesting, especially since it's also Psychic type, so it does hit. This can like one-shot Mega Lucario, right? Because that's 340. Mega Lucario is 340, right? Yeah, it's exactly 340. So this Carbink can one-shot Mega Lucario if that guy's on either 1 or 2 prizes. This Carbink is actually relevant to Standards, but in any other format, probably not. It's Lucario Ditto tech, yeah, exactly. I don't think this Colossal is any sauce. I mean, it's really cool, like 140 to one of your opponents, but it doesn't work if you don't have 10 or more basic fighting in your discard pile, so that guy's ass. Lucario will be better when Guardy is gone. Yeah, probably. This Koraidon EX is ass. Let's see. Okidogi. Settle the score. I don't think I've read this card. 80 damage is stacked to 60 more damage for each prize card your opponent took during their last turn. Okay. I was about to say, this might have to be banned for Poké-Commander. If it said, this attack does 60 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken, this has to be banned for Poké-Commander. This card is like fucking insane for Poké-Commander, but it's every prize card your opponent took during their last turn, so it's awful. So otherwise this would be like an insane late game attacker that could hit for like 500. But Spectre is much less powerful than you thought. Still a good attacker for Commander Guardy though. Yeah, exactly, that's what I meant. Like it's solid for redundancy for Guardy in Commander, but it's not like blow out of the water amazing. I like the Team Rocket's Honchkrow, mostly for the standard Porygon deck. Honestly, this card's never gonna make waves in Poké-Commander. There are more Team Rocket supporters, but like only a few more. And you can only run 1 of each. So yeah, card's ass for Poké-Commander. Porygon's joking. I have no clue how people play that. I like the Galarian Obstagoon, because it can do 70 damage times the number of damage counters on your opponent's active. So it's like, currently there's like a Blood Moon Ursaluna in standard that does like 100 plus 30 for each damage counter on your opponent's active. This does 70 times, which is actually better after after 3 damage counters. At 3 or more damage counters, this is better than the Blood Moon or Saluna, but also this is 2 energy, doesn't have a built-in accelerator. Where they added Galarian to it, that's why they always do it. That's how they always do it. Just to indicate that this can only evolve from Galarian Linoon. They always do this with all of their Pokemon. Galarian supported in the works. Yeah, exactly. No, it's not. Galarian support is not necessarily in the works. They've always done this. With every Obstagoon is named Galarian Obstagoon, and I'll show you right now. They do the same thing with like Basculin. They call it Hisuian Basculin, even though it's just a Basculin white stripe. But as you can see, every Obstagoon is called Galarian Obstagoon. Every Basculegion is also called Hisuian Basculegion, as you can see, for the same reason. Just to verify. Yeah, no, that's just how they word things. I know it feels weird because we don't call it Galarian Obstagoon in the games. But they just do this for clarity, just to show that it's can only evolve from Galarian Linoon and not from regular Linoon. So that's why they do it like that. That's why they do it like that specifically. Let's see, City of Spiritomb. That's not a new card. This Mega Scrafty is kind of mid, if I'm gonna be honest. Clarification for the glue eaters, I guess. Yeah, exactly. You got it. This Mandibus EX ass. I mean, this Pangoro is funny. You can do 200 if you have a Pancham on your bench that has damage counters on it. It's a very flavorful card, but it's not good. This Hoopa's ass. Yo, Fez reprint? Okay, it's not a regulation reprint. It's just a Fez reprint. That's actually hype. Fez reprint is hype. I have like 6 Fez at home, but this is hype for all the competitive players that are low budget. The Spechuant is interesting for Dark decks for sure, because this Spechuant has the ability that if it's knocked out by an attack inactive, you just search your deck for a card. That's interesting, and then the Mochi Rush is 20, and then every turn after that it does 70. But only if you use Mochi Rush the turn before. It's like not great, but it's definitely an interesting option for like Dark decks that don't have a great early gameplay. You can just push that in the active. I think that might be alright for Poké-Commander for sure. The small one is straight up just call for family baits. That's ass. That patch is straight ass. Why do people talk about it? For standard, yes. That patch is straight ass for standard. Like, Riolu can one-shot this with like 1 premium power pro. It's never going to be played for anything. Yeah, in standard it's ass. I think it can see play in Poké-Commander, but like I said, it's like a nice low to the ground search option if you don't have any other early game play or early game mod to push up in Dark decks, which I doubt, honestly. But you never know. This King Amethyst is really funny because it deals 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon for each prize card your opponent has taken. So this can, in Poké-Commander, do up to 270 more damage. Is that relevant? I don't think so. Like 180 is a lot. If you add 270 to it, that becomes 450. I think it's fine, honestly. Commander is even more broken for early game. I mean, of course, it has the last 30 years of cards instead of the last 3 years of cards. Of course, it's gonna be more broken early game. Of course. The real question is, when are you gonna play Watchtower in your decks? Soon enough. Don't worry. This Togedemaru EX is absolute garbage. But this I'll say attacks used by this Pokemon. About the King Abbot, by the way. So if you use a TM, use a technical machine with that attack, then you can use that attack and do more damage with that. So you can do Crisis Punch for like 550 damage, which is really funny. Anyway, I do like this new the new Dragonairs. Sorry, Genie Dragonair, Dragonites. I especially like this Dragonair because you can just search for an evolution Pokemon if it has an energy attached. That seems pretty good. Is it good in Poké-Commander? Probably not, because you need specifically Dragon, Water, Lightning. So you would need a dedicated Dragon, Water, Lightning deck for that. But in that specific deck, this card is probably good. Let's be honest. But like I said, Dragon Pokemon are a little awkward to play in like Dragon Rulebox Pokemon are usually pretty good. Or if they're good, then they see play because they can be commanders then. But this Dragonair is not gonna be. You would have to have this Mega Dragonite DX or another Dragon type Pokemon that has specifically Water and Lightning in order to play this. I don't think another Water Lightning Dragon comes to mind at the moment. There's probably like a few Dragonites in the past that have had like Dragonite Vs or something that have had Water Lightning, but nothing too insane comes to mind, if I'm gonna be honest. Aggressive ability lock is the only way to slow down Palkia. Yeah. Maybe I should just play more Garbodor decks. Torrents can stop me, but I think Wobbuffet can. Like, Wobbuffet is a really good card, honestly. This Rayquaza is ass. I don't know why people are talking about it. Even in Standard, I think this Pokemon is straight up ass. Unless you Evo cheat. Yeah, I see what you mean. And Zekrom, yeah, the End Spec is just once again never really gonna see play in Commander. Unfortunately. But maybe that's for the better. Let's see, Noibat, Noivern. Are these good Pokemon? I don't think I've seen these cards yet. No, these are not good Pokemon. That's okay. Okay, cool. Rebuild Dracula Dragapult. You know, unpopular opinion. Should we unban Dragapult DX? WAP forces me to find Gus without any draw. True. This might be an unpopular opinion, but should we unban Dragapult DX? I was thinking about it recently. You added even more tech for that, by the way. Gotcha, gotcha. I'm just saying, like, Dragapult is banned, but honestly, this guy's like only playable if you have a commander. If you play it as commander, there's like only like 4 or 5 different Dreepies. So, yeah, there's 4 different Dreepies only, and the other Dragapults are kind of ass. Other than maybe like the one that nukes the Dreepies from your bench, that one might be all right. I'm not sure how receptive the rest of the Eternal / Poké-Commander community would be of this unban, but I just wanted to throw it out there, like let it marinate in your mind. If you're watching this and you're immediately saying like, no, don't unban Dragapult, Dragapult's broken. Like, I see you, I hear you. Let it marinate for a little bit. Like, what would be really strong again? A community of me and you. There's other people that play this game or want to follow this game. I'm slowly getting more and more people from IRL also into this, so don't worry. They might not be as active as you and me. Let's just say that like that, but they are community members nonetheless. Let's just leave it at that, okay? Team Rocket's Kangaskhan's ass. Wait. Why did they print Team Rocket's Meowth in this set, but not Team Rocket's Persian EX? That's really weird. That's so weird. Why did they do that? Oh well. This Kangaskhan's not great. You've done your own testing for Poltis. It definitely is weaker than Palkia. You think it deserves an unban? Yeah. Is it annoying to play against? Yes, of course. But you would need to play against a specifically a dedicated Dragapult deck, or like a deck that plays the Latias Capital EX as their commander. The one that's hold on. Why am I trying to describe it? I can just look it up here. I can just grab it here. There's a pretty good Latias EX that you could use as commander. This one. Prevent all... this is like better Cornerstone Overpawn in that sense. With the ability. It's like a solid wall Pokemon. Plus single Dracloak. Yeah, that's right. You only have one like searching Dracloak. But this might be an alternate commander for Dragapult, but that's like the only one I can think of that might be better than Dragapult itself. But yeah, you only have one Reconner. I mean, you do have a summon one, I guess, but the rest is kind of bad. Ult without TME votes is too slow. Yeah, Latias is probably the better commander because it's a basic Pokemon and it can, like I said, it's kind of like a better Cornerstone in that sense. It has less HP, of course, but it also has a Shred Attack. By the way, it's not doing 140; it's like 70, but. It won't save you from Radgren. It will save you from Radgren. It prevents all effects of attacks, including damage. Including damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon with abilities. So even if it's on the bench, it won't be sniped by Radgren. I mean, it doesn't save other Pokemon from Radiant Greninja. It's like just Galarian is protected. I guess that's what you mean. Don't your bench drag? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I see what you mean there. I see what you mean there. I mean, you can run Mr. Mime with this in this deck. That's okay. Just run Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime is a good card. You can buff it for it. The Larry stuff is kind of fake, in my opinion. For Poké-Commander specifically, I'm just going to scroll ahead to the relevant Larry's Pokemon, Larry's Kamala. The fact is, in Poké-Commander, you only have one Larry's Kamala. So you can only do this thing once, like attaching an energy card from your hand to your active Larry's Pokemon. If this is on the bench, you can only do that once per turn, unfortunately. Unless you really want to do stuff with, like, use his ability, then Benny, and then play it and do it again. But, I mean, cheating one energy per turn is not terrible, but you would have to have a Larry's Pokemon inactive, and most Larry's Pokemon are not great. Like, this Larry's Dunsparce has, like, 0 retreat cost, I guess. So that could be, like, an interesting thing to look into, but... Prime Irida for Palkia V-Star, Cologne, GG shake my hand. Noctowl's just so stupid, man, yeah. I was honestly considering maybe banning Noctowl, if that feels crazy. Like, does that feel crazy or not? I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like Terra Pokemon are already so privileged in this format because they usually have multiple types. So that people would probably want to try and use them. That's crazy. Is that crazy to try to ban Noctowl? Is that crazy? I don't know if it's crazy. I don't think it's that crazy, right? He's just a chill guy. He's not a chill guy, bro. He's not. But yeah, I don't think any of these Larry's Pokemon are like gonna break the format or anything. I mean, this is an Energy Cross Delcatty for 100 HP, so this is like fan voteable, but I don't think this will see play. It could see play as like a counter Palkia card, maybe, but like whatever. Just because he's he's the best doesn't mean he should get banned. True. True. This card is ass. Scroll. This card is great, but that's not a new card. The Mega Audino is an interesting acceleration option for Standard, because Standard is losing a lot of acceleration stuff soon. They're losing Turbo Energize mostly, I think, and Sidus Vitality. Those are like the two biggest ones. Like Crispin is still in format, but I think Crispin and this are probably then like the only good acceleration options, and then maybe like Toxtricity, but that's only for Dark. I meant like unrestricted by type, so like any type of acceleration. If we just ban the best cards every time, I don't think the format would survive. True. Fan Rotom is probably more interesting to think about, yes or no. I feel like Fan Rotom makes or breaks any turn 1. And or rest of the game. Once again, sorry. We have a lot of acceleration in this format. We don't need Mega Audino. I mean, it's interesting to think about. Like, if it would like solve any problems that the format might have. It's interesting to think about it. It's not necessarily that I'm gonna do it, but it's interesting to think about, you know? It's an interesting thought experiment. I mean, this is like... Why are these Larry's Pokemon? They're so bad. Break the game in any ways like Brandon or Battle Reporter. True. Brandon, dude, Brandon. Brandon is kind of crazy. Honestly, hey, listen. I've had an idea. Is it an idea to run Squovet in the Claydol deck that you just played? Is that an idea? Like, if you have a terrible hand, you can just Squovet it to the bottom, draw 1, and then use Claydol to put that one on the bottom, and then draw like 6. He's a great card, but all he does is let you make an aggressive deck. Yeah, true. I don't think Noctowl and Fan Rotom are very good in control decks specifically, because they usually don't play a lot of colorless Pokemon in general. Let's see, this card is terrible. We already have these cards. There's an idea, but bench base is already messed up in that. Yeah, exactly. NT and Concordia, we're not going to talk about that for the purposes of Poké-Commander, because I mentioned Ens is kind of unplayable in this format. Canary is an interesting card. This is definitely an interesting boost for Lightning decks. This is kind of Standard's way of giving Lightning extra Pokemon search, because they're going to lose Miraidon EX soon to rotation. But Expanded and every other format that has more than just Standard's card pool still has Miraidon EX. So this and Miraidon EX does boost your consistency a lot. And this searches for not just basic Pokemon, but it searches for 4 Lightning Pokemon. Like, they can be evolutions as well. You do have to discard a card from your hand to use this, but that's fine. You usually want Lightning Energy in discard pile. You can play that, discard Lightning Energy, and get like Dynamo Electric, Mareep, Fluffy, so to say. And then like bench a Dynamo Mareep next turn, go Electric, Fluffy, and attach that one that you discarded and another one that you discarded earlier or something like that. And like, that's an idea that you could do. Or you could do like Canary to grab like Miraidon EX, Tapu Koko, Prism Star, and then like Raikou V and Minun or something. Like that's crazy. Like, I think this is a really good card for Lightning decks, honestly. It's a really, really good card. Like +4, or technically you're going +2 on this card, let's be honest, because you have to discard a card. But it's like +2.5 if you think about it, because discarding Lightning is not necessarily a terrible thing to do. Control beats Palkia, kinda, but you just have been way too prideful to counter game. Yeah. Honestly, yes. True. Not that I'm complaining I get to win all the time. I just want to showcase fun decks, okay? I thought the Weezing deck was a very fun deck to play. I think the Weezing deck was actually like not the worst deck I've made recently, if I'm gonna be honest. I think it was pretty alright. These are all old cards. Like Light Ball is... Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Light Ball is okay. Like, the thing is, the damage boost is only to opponent's Pokemon EX, so that makes it kind of mid in like any format that's not Standard. But Weezing was actually better than most of the decks recently. Yeah, because Liability Weezing is actually like a tried and true deck in hold on, in Eternal. I can show you the list. Like, this list is not very up to date. I think that this was, yeah, it's this one. Yeah, it's like, this is the Eternal build, of course. Or sorry, the Prismatic Evolutions build, but this is like the build that they run. I definitely took some inspiration from this list, a little bit. Not everything, of course. But stuff like the Rescue Energy is a really nice tech in this. I think Recycle Energy is just really good in this deck specifically as well, because it's 1 colorless attack. And the Skuntank G, of course, is awesome. Yeah. Time to play Nintendo Wii, Slay. You're thinking the decks that are tried and true are going to be the best. Yeah, probably. None of these cards are new. Nighttime Mine is a really, really funny card. I like that card. It's a stadium, unfortunately. And most Terra decks play a lot of Area Zero or other stadiums, like Old Place, Jamming Tower in Standard. Talking about Poké-Commander, it could be interesting. Base for Palkia was the BRS Prismatic Palkia Noctile build. Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. That's very fair. I feel like the Spiritomb decks also, like, Brilliant Starts to Surging Sparks. Yeah, no, I got you. Don't worry. This is like an okay card, making Terra Pokemon have to pay 1 more colorless for their attacks. It's more of a control card, if I'm gonna be honest. But if you struggle with like, even if you struggle with the Terrapagos matchup, they just attach another, bro. And like, this card is not that great, but this card, on the other hand, yeah, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The one that everyone probably wanted me to talk about when I booted up this website. In terms of Poké-Commander. It was the Prismatic Evolutions Budew build from Birmingham. Gotcha. So it's the one from like exactly a year ago. I gotcha. Because Birmingham was this weekend as well. Which is really funny. Anyway, Poképad. Search your deck for a Pokemon without a rule box. Put it in your hand. And then shuffle your deck. This card is kind of silly. This is like better Level Ball. Level Ball searches your deck for a Pokemon with 90 HP or less. Is this ban worthy? Probably not. It's not a very flashy card in that sense. It doesn't necessarily break the game in any way. This is just more power creep. And that's something I wanted to have addressed. It's a very strong new card. I don't think this is ever going to be ban-worthy, unless there's somehow like a game-breaking combo with that, but that's likely that the Pokemon that enables that gets banned. Like, yes, it's like Sam says, it's similar to Nest Ball. It's like a better level ball in that sense, because level ball searches your deck for a 90 HP Pokemon with 90 HP or less. There's only one card that level ball. There's only a few cards that level ball can grab that this cannot grab, and those are like old capital EX and lowercase EX Pokemon. The most relevant one that's coming to mind is Jirachi EX, the one that searches a supporter when you play it. But I don't think this. Okay, so this card kind of makes level ball obsolete in Expanded and Eternal, maybe. But luckily for us, Poké-Commander, there's only one copy maximum. I just think this is like a guaranteed inclusion in I want to say 95% of decks. This is going to be one of those cards that I'm going to be adding to like the essential preset that I use every time. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Before I forget that, let me open my Limitless and go to Essentials. And we're going to add Poképad to this right away. These are just cards that I like to put in like every deck. There's a dash in between. I'm so sorry. This one, yeah. Here. Poképad. It's in this dock now. Back on the topic, I think Arceus V-Star deserves an unban as well. Let my man free. Not everyone will play it. I feel like everyone will play it. I feel like everyone will play Arceus V-Star. But that would require a little more testing. Anyway, Poképad. Extremely good card. I'm not going to ban it. Don't worry. You can play Poképad in this format. That's okay. This is like different from Force of Vitality, where Force of Vitality does actually break older strategies, but this doesn't. If people do it for Standard, yes. I'll show you. If I look up Arceus V-Star, you're going to see the amount of results that this guy got. Even in decks that aren't necessarily V-Pokemon related. Open all deck lists. As you can see. Most of the lists are like, as you can see, Charizard Pidgeot, Charizard Dusknoir, Dragapult, and there are also Arceus lists like Arceus Dusknoir, Arceus Armarouge. But there's plenty of decks that don't have Arceus in here that still use Arceus. But holy shit, by the way. This guy, like Champa Excalibur can play this, as you can see. I thought there would be a little more. I guess my bias is maybe slightly off, but as you can see, there's so many different builds you can do with Arceus V-Star. Like there's Arceus Aura, Arceus Superior, Arceus Giratina, Arceus Zard, Arceus Duraludon Umbreon, Arceus Goodra, Arceus Aerodactyl. There's like so many things you can do with Arceus. I'm still like scrolling, by the way. I'm not scrolling up or down. I'm just scrolling down, just so you guys are aware. I am just scrolling down. I'm just scrolling down. I can assure you that if Arceus V-Star was still in the Standard, even though there were no other Pokemon V, people would play this. 100%. Like, look at this! Look at this! It's fucked! Like, we just reached the end of the page. Also, is there no music anymore? Yes. Please continue. I don't think I'm gonna unban Arceus V-Star anytime soon, but that's okay. They played Sealstone with the Tech V cards. Well, yes. That's an option that a lot of people already do. It's just that, like, because Poké-Commander is so restrictive on deck building, and that means that searching specific cards from your deck, tutoring cards, becomes a lot more powerful because you only have one of each thing. The tutoring specific cards for your strategy is just a lot more important. So I feel that's why I feel like Sealstone is a lot stronger in this format than in any other format that it has been legal in, and that's why I also think Arceus V-Star is a lot stronger. And now I'm just talking about the V-Star power, of course. I'm just talking about Starbirth. But Arceus V-Star is also a Pokemon that can attack and doesn't have a terrible attack. Like, it can accelerate crazy to V Pokemon is weaker than Noctowl in your opinion? I see what you mean, because you have to use your V-Star power, but it's any of two cards. Any two cards. It's not trainer cards. And you can pop it whenever you want. It's not upon evolution. So you would need a lot more evidence that we are in like a heavy Watchtower meta, that even if we're in a heavy Watchtower meta, if you just bump, then you can use the ability again. Trainers get everything. Well, they don't get everything. It's not... There's very few trainer cards that say search your deck for a card. Like Force Seal is one of them, Teammates is one of them. There's not very many. So that's kind of what I'm trying to get at, is that I don't think Arceus V-Star deserves an unban as of now. Maybe later, once more years of power creep have come on, and like doing 200 damage is just like not good like at all, then I might reconsider it. But at this point in time, I'm not gonna unban Arceus V-Star. Why is this one described? We already had Surfer. I guess it's a new Surfer print. I don't think I've seen this card at all. Team Rocket's Hypnotizer. That's terrible. Okay. Thick Scale. The Dragon type Pokemon. This tool is attached to takes 50 less damage from the attacks of your opponent's Grass, Fire, Water, and Lightning Pokemon. That seems silly, but not necessarily amazing. That seems like alright, I guess. Probably not that good. He's really not that broken. He was good because he gave V support mostly. That's why he has results. Yes, he has aggressive Surge, but we have that with Noctowl now. Yes, but the thing is, do I want to give this format more aggressive Surge is what I'm trying to get at. You know what I mean? Do I want this format to give more aggressive Surge? That's kind of what I'm trying to get at. It's your personal opinion that Noctowl should be in everything. I mean, I see what we're coming from, but I'm not convinced yet. Waitress is funny. I guess it's like a new way to accelerate stuff, but in my opinion, Max Elixir is just better. Like, yes, Max Elixir can only attach basic energy to one of your basic benched Pokemon, whereas this can do it to any Pokemon, but this is a supporter. Max Elixir is an item. You like Waitress actually? I mean, I don't think it's a terrible card. I just think Max Elixir is better. Max Elixir, like this is a little more versatile, but this is a supporter. Max Elixir is not. Like, yeah, it's bonus acceleration for sure. It's not the worst card in the world. It's definitely not the worst card in this set. I will say that. Okay, that was the whole set. You'd add both to decks, Max Elixir and Waitress. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But if you have a 99 card list. If you have a 99 card list and you have to choose whether you want to add Max Elixir or Waitress, you probably want to add Max Elixir 95% of the time. That's what I'm trying to get at. I am kind of excited for this set because I really am tempted to play Mega Dragonite in Standard, because I really like Dragonites. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. Yes, I know, that's one of the... Dragonite is one of those normie picks I have as favorite Pokemon. The other favorite Pokemon I have are like not that normal, but Dragonite is. You think you're seeing slight issues with Arceus and Noctowl. If you have a deck that can get very powerful Evo Search, yeah. I mean, we have Evolution Incense and Evo Soda and Timer Ball and Ultra Ball in format, so... You know... And also, like we're talking about the Dragonair, of course. You're saying very powerful Evo Search. The Dragonair can. It would have to need to have an energy attached, and it needs to be in a Dragon Water Lightning deck. But there's probably other cards that do that. That do a lot of good Evo Search. For example, Genesect searches for 2 Metal Evos. I feel like Genesect is still fairly underexplored in Commander. I feel like the Metal type in general is kind of underexplored in Commander. Powerful enough that you can get them both out on turn 2. Yeah, I see what you mean. But I think Arven's for like Evo Incense or Ultra Ball or Evo Soda is already very powerful. Like, you can use Fan Rotom to get like your Hoothoot and Noctowl. And then on that turn, Nest Ball for Arceus, for example. And then use your Noctowl next turn to get like an item that searches for an evolution, is what I'm trying to say. all in the same boat, and knocked out plus drizzle, you run all of the surge guards. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. You rarely get both even with the free basic. Ah, Fan Rotom. Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I'm not entirely convinced. I'm not entirely convinced, if I'm gonna be honest with. Anyway, I'm not gonna yap too much longer. I think this is about where I will end stream. Thanks everyone so much for watching though. Really appreciate every single one of you that swung by. You really gotta play Palkia, not gonna lie. Dude, the day I play Palkia is the day that you should check in on me, because that's not me. Probably. If I'm gonna be honest. The day I play Palkia is the day I am an unhealthy man. It's nothing against Palkia, but I'm usually not. It will give you your point of view from power level. I think I have your point of view from the power level, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure I got your point of view. Alright, let's see if there's anyone cool that we can raid at the moment. You don't think so? What do you mean you don't think so? I'm pretty sure I understand most of the lines that you do. I'm pretty sure I understand all of the lines that you can do with that deck. It is pretty stupid, yeah. I agree. It is pretty dumb. Let's see. Where do I want to shove my raid? Let's see. I think here is probably where we're going. Alright. Thanks everyone so much for watching. You rarely get past your first option. That's fair. I see what you mean. Okay. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I'll be playing more Expanded on Tuesday, and it's likely going to be another Saturday Poké-Commander stream. I'm just going to look into into my schedule. So just to verify that is actually possible. But once again, thanks everyone so much for watching. Make sure you join the Poké-Commander Discord for all the resources and whatnot. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.